Hi, I'm Lizzie, and this is my story. Now, I know I did one in index cards, but I didn't exactly say everything, so I thought I'd do one with me actually talking, which is kind of awkward for me, but I'm gonna do it. Okay. Hello, I'm Lizzie. This is my story. I was a happy and giggly child when I wasn't ever really bullied until my 7th grade year. People started rumors about me. They called me mean names like lesbian, whore, nasty, ugly, bitchy, fat, and loser. They would laugh at me behind my back and tell other people to do it too. And it really hurt. They started another rumor about me saying that I gave so-and-so a blowjob. And that I'll sleep with anything and anyone. I'm reading these off my index cards because I really don't feel like doing this. I got teased to the point where I started cutting. They weren't very deep cuts. Just, a little deeper than a cat scratch. The next year I thought it'd get better, but it got worse. I started believing the rumors. I tried to talk to my family, but every time I did, it eventually got blamed on me. I was all alone until one day a man started talking to me. Sounds kind of creepy, I know. His name, can't name his name, I'm sorry. Okay. He was 19 and I was 13. He was a drug dealer and I was a schoolgirl. One day I ran away with him and my best friend. We got pulled over and we got taken to juvenile detention for possession and 2 illegal weapons. My dad had to pick me up. My dad was super pissed off and I almost gave my grandfather a heart attack. Me and my dad never really patched things up after that. 3 months I was grounded and I started doing drugs. Now I was only doing marijuana and I did it with my friends. Let me see where I am in the note cards because I just said that all from memory. Yep. Oh yeah, I started stealing my dad's money to buy marijuana. My dad found out and he hated me. He went into my room one time and searched and he found the money that I stole. He also found a box full of my weed, my pipes, rolling papers, and lighters. And he was super pissed. I didn't really think there was another way out. I knew that he hated me the next morning because all I hear him is, I can hear him talking on the phone to my aunt saying how disappointed he was and how he can't believe that I would do such a thing and that he don't think he'll ever forgive me. I started contemplating suicide and it was the first time ever, so I went and told my counselor, not knowing what she'd do. She sent me to a mental institution called Timberlawn, and I was there for about a week, and I got out feeling a lot better, and I thought everything would be better, but when I went back to school, people found out and started calling me mental, thought I had problems, calling me a effing mental psycho girl. Didn't really make sense to me. A druggo, when all I did was marijuana and I stopped after that, and stuff like that. So then, when that got worse, it made it even worse because I've mentioned this in a lot of my videos, but my 2 best friends, Roxanne Annabelle Smith and Frankie Ganaz, I talked to them about everything and they knew all about this stuff because they were the ones hooking me up with drugs and stuff like that. I know that sounds bad, but they were still my best friends. They were always there for me. And yeah. Well, a few days after that, they committed suicide. By drowning each other to death. And the same people that bullied them would start bullying me even more. And yeah. And I started getting into more severe drugs like crank, which is a type of homemade drug. You snort it or rub it under your gums. I guess you could smoke it, but we never tried. I snorted crank, I snorted cheese, which is a type of heroin, and I did marijuana, and I popped pills. One night I snuck out with a few guys, and we started doing all those drugs, and one guy started kissing me, and I told him no, and apparently he didn't understand that. He started getting rougher, and I pushed him away, and he put his hands on my neck and told me it wasn't my choice. He raped me. And he took me back to my house, and he dropped me off, and I cried myself to sleep. I never told any of my family members, because they were all hating me anyway. I blamed it on myself. What else could I do? I put myself in that position, and I thought that's what I deserved. Next, it was 2 days later, I went to school, and I had the marks all over my neck, and people would ask me what they were. I lied to them, and I told them they were hickeys. Then, people started rumors about me again, saying that I was a nasty hoe because I had over 20 hickeys on my neck. But in reality, they were marks from him grabbing me. And people would push me down the hallway and call me a skank. And this is part that I left out in the note cards, that people would start sending me messages on Facebook telling me, "Go die, you nasty hoe. Nobody wants you here." And stuff like that. And that just makes my day. Other than that, my dad starts fighting with me a lot, and I say I hate you, he says it back, that kind of thing. My aunt's already given up on me. She hates me. She wants nothing to do with me. And if you didn't know, my parents are divorced. I live with my dad, my brother, and my aunt is my only mother figure. And she gives up on me and blocks me on Facebook and won't accept my calls. And that hurt a lot too. So I started skipping school for a few days. I popped over 30 pills in one night. Went to school the next day and popped another bottle full. Someone saw me, my best friend, not my best friend, just my daughter, told on me, and they had to call an ambulance to take me out in a gurney from school to go to the hospital and get the drugs out of my system, and then they took me to Glen Oaks, which is another mental hospital. And when I got out, I kind of felt like, why am I letting these idiots do this to me? This isn't me. I'm better than this, and I'm not going to stoop to their level. So I thought it through my head, and I started an organization called TABS, which is Teens Against Bullying and Suicide, because I don't want anybody to have to feel the way I did and feel that alone, and to feel like nobody else goes through the same things, because you're not alone. There are a lot of other people that feel that way. And now, that's my story, my full story. And, I mean, I have more. I guess I can tell you this too, because I'm telling everything. It's like a confession time. My mom and dad got divorced when I was 3. No, my mom left when I was 3. They didn't get divorced till after that. On my 3rd birthday, she left. Before it, she didn't go to my 3rd birthday. And when I was 4, she took me out of her house with her boyfriend Steve, and Steve molested me, and she was there. And when I told, she called me a liar. And to this day, she won't admit it. And I have nightmares, which I get them every now and then about that night. And it really does hurt to think that she'd do something like that, and then call me a liar, and to this day not admit it to me, or anybody else for that matter. But yeah, that's just the type of person that she is. She is, sorry for my language, a whore that I want nothing to do with. That's just what I feel about her, and nothing's gonna change my mind. pretty much it. And for you guys that don't know, I take medication. I'm on Cymbalta, trazodone, and anxiety reliever, and some other medications for I have severe depression, I have anxiety problems, I have post-traumatic stress, and I think that's about it. And, every now and then I get suicidal thoughts. Yeah. Which, I still get messages to this day if you're wondering about going to kill yourself. I got one actually yesterday. No, I got it today. It was leading on messages from a few days ago, but she sent me another message today telling me, "Are you dead yet?" So I messaged her back and said, "Yes, I'm totally dead." Stuff like that. I don't know, it's kind of how I lightened my mood by telling her, yes, I was dead. You could message me that. But yes, I still get those, and I still get people that tell me that I'm a stupid, worthless person that doesn't need to exist, and that I do people a favor by committing suicide. So yeah, I have a pretty effed up life, but if I could go back and change anything in my life, honestly I wouldn't, because it's made me the person that I am today, and no matter what everybody else says, I like the person that I am, and I wouldn't want to have me live my life any other way, because without that experience that I had to go through, that's what makes me who I am. That's my experience, just, there wouldn't be a TAPS, there wouldn't be, anti-bullying organization for this. I wouldn't have helped out a lot of people, and yeah, so even though I had a really bad experience when I was younger, that makes me who I am today, and I like that. And that's pretty much it. But, oh yeah, you should go to my TAPS page and like it up, because, it's bullying. Unless you're a bully, then you shouldn't go like it, because, yeah, but you shouldn't be a bully in the first place, because that's bad, so there's probably not a bully watching this, and if you are, you're probably not a bully anymore. Okay, thank you for watching my video, my edited video, yes. Okay, love you peoples, bye.